thank you very much. It's great to be here tonight. You know what, I saw something interesting today. I don't know, I was at McDonald's a little bit earlier today with my kids. Did you hear about the new McDonald's Obama value meal? You order anything you want and the guy behind you has to pay for it. But hey, you know what, there's two things I want to do tonight. There's two main points I want to bring up. One is I want to thank and honor Jack Roser. Jack and his staff. You know, our thoughts and prayers are with Jack. Jack Roser has literally been a tenacious fighter for 40 years and has gone after the conservative cause and supported candidates when it wasn't always the popular thing to do. You know, I first met Jack when I was going to run for office in 2007. I was a small business owner for many years. I decided I wanted to run for the state senate, so I was out giving speeches to different groups of business owners. Jack was at one of those groups, and I didn't know who he was. I never met him before. I got done speaking to the group. I sat down. Then this man stood up, and he started passionately talking about how we need more small business owners and more people who know how to balance the budget in Springfield. And then he said, not only do I want you to support this guy, but I want you to pull out your checkbook and give him some money so that we can make sure that he gets down in Springfield. So you can imagine, you know, I was a new candidate. I was shocked. I thought, who the heck is this guy, and how can I get this guy to come on other campaign events with me? So Jack literally has been one of the only people for a long time who's been researching, fighting Speaker Mike Madigan, but researching the bills that come up and try to figure out what Mike Madigan's angle is. And as you know, why is it so important to have somebody like Jack Roser down in Springfield evaluating and analyzing Mike Madigan? As you know, Mike Madigan, and everyone knows him, but people always say to me, you know, you're a state senator, why can't you go down there and change things? Why can't you pass a law to put term limits on legislative leaders? You know, and I'm sure you all understand, but Speaker Mike Madigan has positions that in other states is a conflict of interest, and they don't allow. He's not only Speaker of the House, but then he also has a conflicting role as chairman of the Democratic Party. And why that's illegal in some states and not allowed is because as Speaker of the House, he's in charge of deciding what legislation is allowed to move to committee so that it can later be voted on the floor. And then as chairman, he's in charge of the millions of dollars from the special interest groups and the unions. And the reason why that's obviously a conflict is because as Speaker, if you don't vote the way he wants on bills, then as chairman, he doesn't give you any money for your reelection. And of course, that's a major problem, especially knowing that the Democrats hold a supermajority in the state of Illinois. That means that Speaker Madigan, because he controls the money, he controls the votes, and it's that simple. And then on top of it, Speaker Mike Madigan's floor leader for over 10 years in the House was a guy named John Cullerton. John Cullerton and Speaker Madigan were so close that Speaker Madigan is the godfather for John Cullerton's son. So Speaker Madigan as chairman thought, you know what, I think I'm going to expand my reach, and I'm going to, as chairman, support John Cullerton to be in the Senate. He didn't have him run for the Senate, he appointed him to a Senate position. Then eventually, he took his money as chairman and made him president of the Senate. So now in the state of Illinois, even though the House is known as the lower chambers, Speaker Mike Madigan runs the House, the Senate, and since he's chairman of the party, he controls the governor's office because the governor depends on him for money for his campaign. So of course, the #1 police officer in the state who has to patrol all this is our Attorney General. The Attorney General is Lisa Madigan, Mike Madigan's daughter. So this is the monopoly, and this is what we're dealing with right now in Springfield. If I want to propose a bill, say a pension reform bill, or a bill to put limits on legislative leaders, which I have, if the leader of the House does not want that bill to go to a committee, it's dead, and there's nothing the legislator can do about it. So what can we do about it? How can we make a difference? First off, we can continue to support me and other legislators in the room, other elected officials that people like Jack Roser has been supporting for years to help us continue to fight on the front lines, to try to make a difference, to continue to go out and tell people about what is actually happening in Springfield. What's the Springfield 101, and get people to get engaged in politics and to vote.